Welcome to Romance Recs. We're romance-obsessed besties sharing book recs broken down by genres and tropes so you can be sure you're getting exactly what you want out of your next read. Hello, Jordan here. I am currently reading an ARC copy, a physical ARC copy of The Wrath of the Fallen by Amber B. Nicole. And I'm listening to The Primal of Blood and Bone by Jennifer L. Armentrout.
Okay. We didn't seem that excited about that.
I was until I read it, but back to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hi, book besties. This is Dev. I am so happy that we're recording. But I am currently reading Our Vicious Oaths by N.E. Davenport. And this is an ARC that I received through NetGalley, and I'm just so happy. So far, the vibes are great, and I can't wait to finish it. And it comes out October 28th, so I want to finish it before then.
And this is a special episode. We don't do these types of episodes very often. Let's be honest, this is for a very specific group of people. So this episode is not for everyone. This episode is full of spoilers from the first 3 books in Amber V. Nicole's Gods and Monsters series. We are getting you ready and we are getting you hyped for the latest installment in the series. Book 4, the one I am currently reading, The Wrath of the Fallen. If you just need a refresher.
And it's so pretty.
Yeah. It's
Why aren't you showing it? Show the people the vibes.
I know. Here it is.
It's so cute. Stop. Is your bookmark a dagger?
Yes. It's not an actual bookmark. It's actually like a hair accessory dagger that I got at Emerald City Comic Con, but I'm using it as such. Oh, don't want to show you the inside. I can't
right.
No spoilers for this one. I'm not very far because I didn't want to get too far into this and then be influenced in the things I say for this episode. But after today, feel that. And I'm so excited. I'm not far enough to break the spine yet, but the spine will be broken and it will be loved. It will be well loved by the end of this. I took before pictures so I can do before and after pictures of my book.
I love that.
Yeah, but I am actually highlighting in it and writing. Oh, don't want to show you too much there, but
I do love that you're annotating that one. I don't know. It just seems like the perfect book to annotate. When you get a physical ARC, I think that's like the perfect time to annotate, you know?
And it's yours. These people that get ARCs just to sell them, and they are with this one, and this is a do not sell. You're going to ruin it for everyone that actually gives a shit and is doing this to hype up authors they love and for the stories they love. You're ruining it. So knock it the fuck off.
Right. Stop selling ARCs, you weirdos.
Them. Yeah, they're already on sale.
Weird.
They're finding them.
And
that's a whole nother tangent. Because we have a lot to cover. Okay, so what's going to happen today is I have gone chapter by chapter, summarized these books. So I'm going to re-summarize them for you so you can remember because there's so much that happens. Amber does so much. She's doing the most and we love her for it. And then we will chat about our opinions, the big feels, the big moments, and then we'll continue on. Before we start, we always do quotes or rants and raves. Dev, do you have a quote for us today?
I do have a quote. I'm actually going to quote book 2 in the series, The Throne of Broken Gods. And this quote is, I mean, if you know me, you know I love a yearning, simp-ass male main character. And I feel like our male main character is just so simpy. And this line proves it. And we love it. It's actually very sweet and we love him for it. But, okay. I have seen the best of you, Diana, and now I have seen the worst. I am not leaving. You do not scare me. And like, how, you know, when you want to hear that, especially Diana, baby, she needs to hear that because she's a loose cannon and she needs to know people are on her side.
She needs those words of affirmation.
Yes, absolutely. She's definitely a words of affirmations girly. So yeah, that's my quote.
And he is a simp. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
He is. And we will get into all of that. My quote, we always hear about the love story between them. Like, that is the big thing, right? Those are our MCs. But one thing I think that Amber does really well is her side characters and the found family.
Absolutely.
And they all have their own history that we learn about. And I just love them. And one of my personal favorites, of course, is Cameron, our comedic relief and resident fuckboy. And so this is from Dawn of the Cursed Queen. Okay, so Cameron's going through it right now. And this is Cameron talking to Caden. Listen, all I'm saying is everyone is a little gay. We've all sucked dick before. We're immortal. And
I did not know which one you were going to use, but that is so good. That is so Cameron.
And, and I don't think Amber gets enough credit for her humor in these books because they are very serious. There's a lot of big things happening. But, like, I like her humor, and she knows when to use it. And
Cameron is like the perfect example of that humor, because I feel like all of the characters have their little one-liners where you're like, but Cameron, you're getting like full belly laughs. Like, why would you say that, sir? Like, what's wrong with you?
To Caden.
And to Caden is just so diabolical.
All I'm saying is everyone is a little gay. We've all sucked dick before. We're immortal. Which makes sense. Crazy. I mean, yeah, you're immortal. If you haven't at least tried it, what are you doing with your immortality?
To him? Caden. You gonna say that to him?
I would.
I too would say.
Those brothers. Right, talk about brothers. Oh.
But yeah, okay. We have a lot. I know, right? We have so much to cover.
Yeah.
Like, where do we even start? So obviously this is going to be a spoiler-filled episode. So like, you should at least have a good understanding of this series.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to just start with book 1, Book of Azrael. Okay, so if you've only read the first book, you're safe here. We'll try... let's just be honest. There will be some, we'll talk about like, oh, that was foreshadowing. So there might be mentions of that. So just go in with knowing that. Proceed at your own will. But I'm going to summarize what I have. I'm going to read what I have for my summary. Do you hear the static? Oh, I hear static. It might just be my headphones, though, because it's broken.
Right.
Okay. So I'm just going to go through. I'm going to summarize at least the first half of the book. So I'll get to a good stopping point, and then we'll go back and discuss. So chapter 1, we start our journey with Diana beating a celestial, Peter, which Peter's important for later. And she's with Alistair. They use him to infiltrate and get close to the hand so that they can find the Book of Azrael for Caden. That is the big what's happening in book 1. Okay. Chapter 2, back at Novus, the island where Caden resides. They go back. We meet Tobias and the leaders of the otherworld creatures. There's that big meeting. Then we cut to Diana is flying and she has to go kill Drake. Her bestie from the other world. He's like a brother to her. After she kills Drake, she goes back and gets to spend some time with Diana spend time with Gabby as a reward. She meets her new boyfriend.
Gabby is
Rick.
her sister.
Yeah, Gabby is her sister. They hang out. They go clubbing. Diana runs into Celestials, but does not know it. She doesn't realize they're Celestials. Mysterious. After 2 weeks with Gabby, Alistair and Tobias come and collect Diana. Her time is over. And they go search some old ruins for the Book of Azrael based on a lead they had. There, Diana goes toe-to-toe with the first member of the Hand that she meets. Okay? She's holding her own against the Hand, but Caden and the others show up, and we learn his name is Ezekiel. Caden recognizes him, which is a surprise to Ezekiel because he doesn't know Caden. Okay, big mysteries here still at this point, lots of secrets. He almost gets away when Diana catches him, but instead of allowing her to capture him or kill him, he kills himself to both protect himself and to alert Sam Kyle. I have a big asterisk that I'm going to talk about next to this later when we summarize. Enter Liam. He has nightmares. He's on the remains of Rashiram. Excuse me. He has nightmares, secludes himself, but he sees the light of a fallen friend, and he hustles on over to Anuna. Okay. Liam in the next chapter is adjusting to the world. All these beings are beneath him. He just has no empathy. He's been alone for 1,000 years. Like, he just has no empathy anymore. They hold a chamber meeting for all the mortal leaders, and that's where Diana reveals herself in the most dramatic way possible, and I was here for it. Okay, they fight through the building. They eventually capture Diana. Liam gets a haircut, has a flashback of his mom. Diana is questioned, but holds out. And then Diana has a flashback to helping Gabby and everything that happened after Ezekiel died, and the way she set and tried to help Gabby and set her up to be safe. Alistair meets her while she's being held by the hand. Days pass, and this will be the last thing before we re-summarize. They try to transfer Diana to a new location while she's super weak. And she's taunting and bantering with Logan in the back of the truck when the convoy is attacked. Okay, so Diana kills Alistair to protect Logan after she ingests some of his blood to try to get information from his memories, because that's one of her powers. But she sees his love for Nevera, his mate. It reaches out to that human side of her, or human side of her. And so she kills Alistair. Tobias flees, and she uses Logan to barter for a deal with Sam Kyle and the Hand to keep Gabby safe and to take down Caden. And that's where we're going to stop and talk about everything, because that's the first half. That's
right. And Sam Kyle is Liam, if you weren't following along, right? Liam is his name before he's unveiled.
Yeah, he's ashamed of his past, so now he goes by Liam, which is a whole ass choice, I will say.
Yeah, so crazy. Logan is a part of his crew, part of the Hand. So
so the Hand are his right hand people.
Yeah, we get a lot. It's that first part is just lots of introductions and kind of seeing the player dynamic, who's who's on what team, what roles people play. There's still a lot of mystery by that point, even with what you've been given. There's so much wait, who's this? What's that? Going on in the background. So,
so in the beginning, I really like the way she introduces people, because there are a lot of characters.
So many characters, yes.
And a lot of history we're learning that some characters are aware of and some aren't. And I just think, and even doing the reread for this, I thought it was done as flawlessly as you can with that many players in the game. It's obvious Diana does not know everything that she probably should. She is just so used to being treated like shit by Caden at this point that she's like, I don't even care. You all do whatever you want to do. I'm just going to be over here. Let me know when I need to do something. Other than that, I'm just here for my sister.
Right.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. She's pulling a Marshawn Lynch. That is Diana.
Yeah.
I will say, one of the biggest plot holes for me that I found on this reread. And Amber, I have some questions for you, if this was intentional or not. If Ezekiel was a part of the Hand, and the Hand is your family, and you brought them, and you were all so close, why the fuck have we not heard a single story about Ezekiel? When we get all these flashbacks to the Hand, and when they're all together, we don't hear shit about Ezekiel. Why is he not in those stories? Why is he not a member of the Hand?
That is so true. I never noticed that. Yeah, you never get Ezekiel
He was supposed to be their family. He was supposed to be their family. Like, because the hand was a found family.
And his death is what kind of is the catalyst for Liam / Sam Kyle, jumping
Coming
up
back.
and getting things started.
Yes, because when he comes back, everyone's up in arms. They're like, this was Ezekiel. This is your family that died, and you're not acting like you even care. Like, where is your empathy? This is Ezekiel.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. That's a good point.
So, Amber, is this intentional?
Let us know.
Because what?
Could you imagine Ezekiel makes a comeback in Wrath of the Fallen?
I would actually love that.
Takes 3 books. Him. Yeah. Just so
he can come back and be like, did you all forget about me in these stories? I was there joking with you in these stories, and like, I just never mentioned after.
Then, I'm trying to think of one flashback where we see of them all in happy times.
I watched for it. There was one story of a flashback where he was there, but it was like shortly after, and it was in this book, in Book of Azrael. Yeah. The only time he's mentioned then is the fact that Diana killed him or forced him to kill himself, basically.
Right.
So anyway, that's my looking at you, Amber.
Yeah. What happened to Ezekiel?
That's okay. You have so many characters. I understand.
There's so many. Yeah.
But like,
there's so many characters.
Tell me that he like got erased from memory or something. I'd accept that.
We need to understand. Yeah. Or maybe he got to the hand late. Like, when their relationships were already formed. But if that's the case, why was he even included in the hand? He could have just been a trustworthy soldier. No, the hand is a very important
title, and that was very intentional.
Yeah, exactly. 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 So,
thank you. I've been waiting to talk about that with someone. Oh, get that off my chest.
Okay.
In her barter to keep Gabby safe, she makes a blood deal, a pact with Liam, Sam Kyle, later to be known as Sammy. Okay. We'll get to the nicknames later. So make the deal. Diana's like, yeah, here are my secrets. Here's what I know about Caden, which after 1,000 years, you'd think would be more.
And it's really not enough. It's really not enough. She knows nothing of this man. And either that's a testament to Caden's secrecy and the way he dealt with people around him, because he is very secret. He is very in his head. He is always plotting and scheming. So like, bravo for him, because he really stuck to his guns. People barely know who he is unless you knew him before.
Yeah, he is committed.
The downside of that,
but Tobias and Alistair were with him the entire time. They knew him. They knew her secrets. They had it unlocked too.
Exactly. Or it's like Diana really just didn't care, like, to get to know them, because she really only was invested for her sister and making a life for her sister. So everything else was kind of like noise. Like, I don't care. But
yeah. And we see that in the next part of the Book of Azrael, where we see when she attempted to have a relationship with Caden in the beginning, when he was helping train her. And
yes.
But she spills all the secrets that she knows about Caden, which actually later, I do have a problem with that. She did not tell them half of what Tobias and Alistair could do, or even what Caden can do. She doesn't actually tell him what his powers are that she knows of. So it's weird. Okay. They debate the plausibility of the Book of Azrael because Mr. Liam, I know everything. I did not like Sam Kyle in this book. I'm going to be for real.
Pre-Diana was not a good Sam Kyle. Like, before he got in. No. It was like a big baby. The hand was,
woe was me. I had to kill a whole world and watch my dad.
Yeah.
I've had I've had 1,000 years to get over it, but I'm not. Yeah. So they put Diana back in a cell, even after she makes the blood deal. Liam goes to get Gabby, and the other world find him and attack him and Gabby stabs him. Love her for that. And Diana shows up, and he's like, how the fuck did you get out? And she's like, you're an idiot. They head back with Gabby, and she stays with Logan and Nevera. They become besties, of course. Diana and Gabby have some lovely sister bonding time there. And then we get to the whole montage of they are traveling to find answers, right? To find Caden, to find out more about this book. And when I say they, I mean Liam and Diana. Liam is not sleeping. They travel to Diana's connection, who, of course, screws them over, rats them out, to Caden because there is a giant bounty on Diana's head and everyone wants favor with Caden. Diana gets knocked out and has a blood dream about Liam because to help her, he gives her his blood, which is like red flag number one. You two have some kind of connection because why in the hell would he give an Igmorathan, which I don't think we've even used that word, but Diana is an Igmorathan.
Yeah.
Right. Why would he get... Anyways, there's a bounty on her head. She gets knocked out. So, and then afterwards, Diana teaches him about pinky promises for the first time. When she talks to him about what she saw in the blood dream. And to be fair, when she tells him about the blood dream, she's not honest about it. She tells him that she saw part of it, not the whole thing. Because she doesn't want him to feel embarrassed or insecure, which, another red flag. So their first pinky promise, and I thought this was interesting, I pinky promise that I will never abandon you, Your Highness.
Mm-hmm. That is foreshadowing.
Pinky promises become a big thing throughout the whole series. There's lots of pinky promises. And I don't think a single one was kept.
Not a single one.
Or
it's
even
this
an
cute
intention
thing
of being kept.
Yeah. Like, no. Every single pinky promise was broken. Yeah. It was like this cute thing. Like at first when it happened, it was like, oh, how cute. Like, okay. But number one, it happens too many times. I hate how many times they pinky promise in this series. And number two, every single pinky promise y'all make is turned back on. Mostly Diana. But like
yes.
Yeah, it's like, mostly her that turns her back on them. Yeah, but like Sam Kyle kind of does too. So yeah, but that whole scene, you know what I will say? That whole montage of them like traveling together, following different leads, getting to know each other, all of that really builds the foundation of their relationship for us right now. And I think that was super necessary. And Amber did that in a really fun way.
Yes, I do agree. Because I have next, they drive more. Diana sneaks into a gas station to meet with a contact. So she's lying again. But in the car, Liam falls asleep and he has a nightmare. And Diana helps him. She sees him struggling and she shares what really happened with Ezekiel because at this point they think that she killed him. And she's like, listen, I didn't kill him. I mean, I was going to, but I didn't.
Yeah.
They bond at a diner. Diana feels a cold presence for the first time. So throughout their travels, Diana's feeling like someone's watching her in a cold presence. But like Sam Kyle isn't feeling it. She does, like, that's just what she feels. Later we learn that it's Caden. But right now we don't know. And so she does help him. She ends up like, okay, they cuddle. That's how he's able to sleep. So they cuddle. They start sleeping together. Literally just sleeping together. How adorable.
Yeah.
But then they go to a carnival to meet another meetup. Now, the carnival is a notorious scene in this fandom. Everyone loves the carnival. Okay, she introduces him to so many things. Well, first of all, he's having PTSD all over the fucking place because I mean he's been solitary for 1,000 years after a traumatic war. Okay, he is a war veteran and he's not well. But she's just like, let me distract you with my beautiful eyes and my curves and this cotton candy and
the cotton candy.
Favorite scene in the whole series when they go into a photo booth. Okay, and she teaches him about a photo booth. This is Dev's favorite.
She's lying.
I am. So there's that whole thing, but it's a beloved scene for everyone. Everyone loves a photo booth.
It is very sweet. Yeah. It is very sweet.
Great. But after that, Liam has a dirty dream about Diana for the first time. And I think that's pretty significant. And I think we can thank the photo booth for that.
Very cute. Yeah.
It's like, I can't have these dirty thoughts of Nick Morathan. No, we're mortal enemies. They trek through the jungle to go to get to the vampires. Drake meets them, and lots of jealousy. So I have my notes here. It says, cue all the jealousy during this trip. So while they stay with the vampires,
because Drake is actually alive and Diana did not kill him.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. See, there's so many layers. There's so much to this. There's a lot that happens in this mansion.
Yeah.
They think they're planning to find Caden, and they are, and just kind of figuring out next steps. There's calls to the hand from Liam, and Diana calls Gabby. Liam is super jealous of Drake, and Drake pushes his buttons. And I think one of my favorites is Ethan, Drake's brother and the king, the leader of the vampires, is like, I see you, and I see the way you look at her. And she's already been fucked over by a powerful man. I believe the line is like, don't let her fall for you if you're not going to catch her.
Right.
And so Liam says, copy that, and backs the fuck off. Like, they were having cute, like, strolls through the garden, and then he gets this warning. He's like, well, I can't catch her. Okay, peace out. Right. And then Diana gets pissed because I really appreciate her temperament. I'm gonna be so honest. I think she's a real one for the way she reacts. And I know she's got a temper, but like, I appreciate it. And I can empathize. So there's training montages, and they break the tension and they start talking again because for training purposes is kind of the excuse. And he apologizes for being standoffish, and she's like, but I thought we're friends. And later he hates that word.
Yeah. He hates the word friends rolling off her lips. He hates to hear it.
Buddy. Not such a nice guy, are you? Yeah, that's right. Right. Show her you're not a nice guy. Then maybe she'll
Right.
Which she sees when they leave there to go find Camilla, who is Diana's ex. Okay, sexy witch ex. But they try to go undercover. So Diana looks like Ethan, but they were made right away. No one fell for that bullshit. Yeah. So Camilla makes a deal with them to help them find the Book of Azrael. And she's talking to Liam, alias Sam Kyle. And she asks for a kiss to seal their price for information. And Diana is fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Listen.
As she honestly should be.
When I first read this, I think I put it down for a few days. Like,
yeah. It was unnecessary.
Yes, that's what I thought. So I can read the most horrific scenes, but whenever scenes of people kissing someone else or being intentionally overly flirty or familiar with someone to make someone else jealous, listen, my whole body feels anxious. This is what gives me anxiety, and I can't stand it. Because they didn't just like a peck. They made out.
And it was unnecessary. And Camilla is a powerful ass witch. What part of your magic requires that kind of tongue down? Why are y'all tangoing with tongues in front of Diana for your magic? Babes, you're a powerful witch. Like, you didn't need, it was clearly Diana done makes herself in spite.
Watch it, and that's where I was like, good for you. She's like, I'm going to watch this because I'm not going to pretend this isn't happening. I'm going to acknowledge this. And even her inner monologue is like, she's like, I know what this looks like. And this is probably an irrational feeling for me to have, but I don't care. This is the way I feel, and I'm going to sit in it. And I don't think she gets enough credit for that. No. She's unhinged, but she's not.
She could have killed Camilla right there, and she didn't. She could have brutalized Liam at that point, but she didn't. She sat in her feelings like an adult.
Yeah, but fuck Liam for that, man.
Right.
I know he was getting images, but
yeah. Yuck. And no shade to my girl Camilla, because I actually do love her.
Oh, man. I love her so bad.
Yeah, I love her so bad.
She's the real MVP of this whole series.
Yeah,
let's be
absolutely. Yeah. She's that girl. But our introduction to her, sour taste in my mouth. Didn't love her at the beginning.
Which, to be honest, I didn't hate her for that. I hated him for that. I never like, I could see what she was doing. I think, but that's where I think it was totally on Liam. Like,
but that's what. But she's Diana's ex. So to me, it made me feel like, why are you a spiteful little goat? Why would you
because
be
of how Diana had to treat her, and I know it wasn't all because Diana had to. Like, I understand. Camilla has been fucked over her entire life, and she genuinely cared for Diana. So you want to talk about being spiteful to people in our past?
Yeah.
And I
get it.
And I think she did have Diana's best interest in that, and not in a really fucked up way. And not that I agree with it, but you know what I mean? Like, knowing Camilla.
Yeah.
I blame Sam Kyle for that, because, like, get the tongue out too. Like, that's what kills me, is like, they're full of me. Okay, I gotta move past this. Because then where was he? Santiago arrives with the Irakuva, which are failed attempts to make Igmorathans. They're just, like, kind of
wild and brash and crazy.
Yeah,
like a newborn vampire.
Yeah. But they're like baby dragon vampires.
Right, exactly.
Santiago shoots Diana point blank and then pops her a couple more times, and Sam Kyle is about to freak the fuck out, and he starts to, but Diana says, I've got one better.
Gotcha.
And seals his thunder and comes back. Santiago pieces out, unfortunately. But then Sam Kyle says, no, we need her. And instead of going after Diana to help her, physically covers Camilla and protects Camilla. Strike two, buddy. And I understand what you were trying to do, but you follow her. You just tongue fucked this girl. I mean, he didn't actually tongue fuck her, but, like, tongue fucked her mouth. And then,
he also just saw Diana get shot. And stand up. She's fine. I'm saying, oh, you got it, baby.
But then she goes out, like, the Irakuva out there, like.
Right. She does need help.
What are you
actually,
doing?
You know.
Yeah. That was not it in my book.
You were not team. I was about to call him Levi. Team Liam.
But to be fair, this is after Diana mauls Camilla. I mean, she absolutely mauls her. But when she flees to the jungle, the Irakuva do catch up with her, and they tear her apart, like, really bad, almost into about pieces. Like, she's barely, like, hanging on, almost ripped in two. And Liam does something that totally shows how obsessed he is. He summons Oblivion, which is very unique to him, weapon that ends. It doesn't kill you. You cease to exist. It can kill worlds. You cease to exist. There is no afterlife for you.
Yeah.
This is it.
Nothing. You're just nothing now. Your body's gone. Everything's just done.
Yep. But he promised himself he would never summon it again. Best laid plans, buddy, because that's just the first event.
1,000 years later.
Dun, dun, dun. Diana is so badly injured, he takes her to a celestial couple's home to heal, which surprised Peter from chapter 1 that she helped kill. This is his parents. Wild. Small world. But also, while in this old celestial's home, who, remember, celestials have great hearing and senses, they fool around for the first time. They have their first kiss there in the sick bed. So that's a big moment. After this, based on intel, they go and meet Ava, who is Azrael's daughter. Okay, the Book of Azrael, his book, he made, and Azrael is a celestial. He was a god.
He was a god.
He was a celestial.
No,
excuse me.
Yeah.
Who made weapons, made godly weapons. Okay, who they believe is dead. Sam Kyle saw him die.
Right.
Didn't realize he had a daughter in hiding. So they meet up with Ava and her guard, Geraldo. Wild.
Crazy name.
Wow.
Geraldo?
Ava and Geraldo.
Geraldo.
They lead Liam and Diana into tunnels of crypts, and it's like a 2-day journey through these tunnels.
Yeah.
They find, so Victoria is Ava's mom and Azrael's mate. They find Victoria's crypt where the book is supposed to be. And they learn that it's sealed and spelled to only open for Liam. And it's then that they get the book. They're all excited. They kiss, even though they've just said they're friends, in front of Ava and Geraldo. Because no one trusts Jerry
Kissing
with
friends.
that information. And Tobias reveals himself. They are puppets. He killed Ava and Geraldo, if that really was your real name. Yeah. And they drop. Tobias comes in, reveals himself. But as he reveals himself and shows his true form that Diana hasn't even truly seen, Liam recognizes him. He is Hal Noonan, a king of Yejidin. Which Diana's like, that's great you have this realization, but I don't know what the fuck that means.
Right. Which she her lack of information up until this point is wild. Astonishing.
Yes.
Yeah.
They fight. So they're all fighting. But Diana ends up in Tobias's clutches, and the only way that they believe that she can die is having her heart ripped out. Doesn't matter if her head's chopped off. Doesn't matter anything else, just her heart. And so he has his claws around Diana's heart. And because he wants the book. So he's saying, give me the book and I'll let Diana go. And Liam is about to accept this deal. And she says, fuck no, you're not. And rips it out herself. Using his claws. She faded black. Liam apparently shoves her heart back in her chest after Tobias flees with the book, and he is just feeding her his blood, and apparently seemingly brings her back to life. And there are big consequences if you bring someone back from the dead. They think she's dead. Spoiler alert, she was not truly dead. Through a blood dream, through all this blood she's getting, she sees his father die and how Reshiram ended. And how he ended the world. This is also where we see Nismira truly in her full power
for the first time.
Yeah, in this dream, he fights her and thinks she's dead. After all of this, right, and she confronts him, she's like, I know how it really ended, and I know why you're the world ender. Which I'm not quite sure how this is. If everyone calls him the world ender, is it because they know he has the ability to end worlds? Because he says, like, the hand doesn't even know that he ended Reshiram. But how do they think the world ended? And how do they not put 2 and 2 together that he's the world ender and that his world ended? That's a bit confusing.
Yeah. We need more development there because that doesn't get cleared up in the next books.
Not at all. Then they team up with Logan. And they sneak into the council. She has to pretend to be Imogen, who she fucking hates because she's seen Imogen and Liam fucking in his blood dreams.
Right.
They go, and through there they take a portal to meet a Fate. They go in because the Fate is locked into his own little mini realm, locked away by Unir, who was Liam's dad. And they are trying to learn about the Book of Azrael. Now they know it's real. They've seen it. They're like, what are the consequences of Caden having this?
Caden having it, yeah.
Yep, which has been his goal the whole time. But as a result of this and learning little things, Liam comes out with it and tells her about the weight that his dad put on his life and what it would mean if he died. Because if he dies, the realms become unlocked and chaos enters the universe once more. Okay, after this trip is when Nevra and Gabby go missing. And we barely have enough time to freak out and wonder about that before there is the TV broadcast, okay?
Yes.
The TV broadcast that Caden, which, this is your first hint. Spoilers if you haven't read book 2. Vincent set up the TV network. Because he's been working with all the broadcast journalists. He's been working with the leaders. He had everything set up.
He was like their press secretary.
We know that this is on Vincent. Now we know, reading back.
Right.
But it's Caden. Yeah, Caden is on there. They have control. And this is where he lines up all of her friends, anyone she has ever worked with, to witness this. And she sees everyone in the crowd. And this is where he kills Gabby. Live TV.
Very easily. No thought. No pause, really. Like, did he even take a breath?
No, there was a monologue.
He was talking. Yeah, yes.
And he even is like, let's go over, and he pans over to the crowd to make sure that she sees everyone. Because he wants this to hurt as much as possible.
Right.
And he kills Gabby.
Oh, honestly, I just got chills.
Her. And
I threw the Kindle.
Yeah, Diana loses it, of course. Yeah. But we can, and that's how it ends, with the entire world feeling Diana's pain.
Right.
And her absolute wrath.
Mm-hmm.
And it's felt beyond their world. It is felt in all the universe. We learned that later.
Like something went off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's just book 1, everybody.
I know. Okay. I know. And that was 45 minutes worth of book 1.
Thank you for listening to part 1 of our Gods and Monsters series deep dive by Amber V. Nicole. Today we covered all things Book of Azrael, but keep an eye out for part 2 covering Throne of Broken Gods later this week. And make sure to sign up for our Substack, Romance Rex Pod, for part 3 covering Cursed Queen. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us at Romance Rex Pod on socials and wherever you are currently listening. Until next time, happy reading.